98.5 CKWR I beg your pardon. 2:57 here on the afternoon drive. It is an exciting show today, that's for sure. Today on Top Track, it is my great pleasure to play the world premiere of a Beggar's Banquet song, Don't Treat Me Like a Sucker. Now, the Beggar's Banquet are a Rolling Stone songbook band that have been playing in this area for years, and this is their first original song. So this is going to be so much fun. Tune in. My special guest is Mike McDonald. If Mike forgets to call in, well, I'm just going to talk to Glenn Pelletier because he's Mick in the band. And then at 4:30 this afternoon, Rob Daniels joins me from CKWR's Visions and Sound to talk about his adventures at the Toronto Comic-Con and also Godzilla at 70. Yeah, it's going to be a fun show today, so stay tuned.
UptownWaterlooBIA.com
98.5 CKWR. You're with Coral on the afternoon drive, and it is 3:25. And just coming up in a couple of minutes, we have the world premiere of the Beggar's Banquet song, "Don't Treat Me Like a Sucker." But I got to give a shout out to the people that have been working behind this. You see the poster. If you've seen the poster on Facebook and you know the band, Danny Bailey took that amazing picture. And the person that designed the poster and is the promotions gal for Beggar's Banquet is Joyce Domingo. And I also got to give a shout out to John P. Brenner of The Groove for getting the word out about the show, about the band. And hopefully they're going to have a gig coming up. We'll find out in a couple of minutes what's happening with Beggar's Banquet, because Mike McDonald's going to be joining me for today's edition of Top Track. Stay tuned.
Waterloo region. Saucy Bees takes
98.5 CKWR, Erasure Chains of Love. It is time for today's edition of Top Track. Top Track is brought to you by the museum, and their new exhibit is Current, an immersive experience connected through the theme of water. The different phases of the exhibition are designed by student groups from Conestoga College. Using cutting-edge technology and beautifully designed animations, Current will allow you to reflect on yourself and the world around you. I have Mike McDonald on the phone. Hi, Mike. How are you?
Not too bad. How are you? I think you got a snowstorm coming.
Yeah, we have a winter weather travel advisory in effect. So, and it's just starting now. I can see it out the window. So, it's, spring. So now it's winter. That's how that works. But anyway, everybody's excited about this. So this is like the first original Beggar's Banquet song. So before we play the song, we should talk about who's on this track with you, like the lineup of the band. So do you want to tell all the listeners about that?
Ian Andrews is on. He's doing the acoustic guitars. Wayne Bond is playing drums, and Jerry Pacte is playing bass. And just a footnote there, Wayne Bond is the co-producer, and engineer.
Yes.
On the tune. We've done a lot of work together over the years, and it's a good working team. Gotta like it.
Yes.
Glenn, of course, Pelletier singing, myself on guitar. I think I got it all there.
And Don Featherstone on bass, sax.
Yeah, Don Featherstone on the saxophone. We had keyboards in there, but it didn't quite work with this particular song. It's more guitar-oriented. And John Lee even said, "Mike, I don't know what to do on this song. It's just a little too full." And Peter Beacock submitted, no offense to either of those guys because they're excellent musicians, but it just didn't work for the song. So you're moving on. Now it's time to write another one.
Yeah. Well, that's good that you're writing, but Beggar's Banquet's been playing around this area for quite a while. And if people are fans of the band, they're like a Rolling Stone songbook band. And so this is what I call a super group. And so you play the role of Keith Richards, which I know you love doing. So do you use the Stratocaster guitar more than the SG, or is it balanced?
There's the Stratocaster, there's the SG. I've got a Firebird. I haven't used that one in that show yet. And a couple of Telecasters because of different guitar tunings and different capo settings and so on and so forth. When you're doing a show, you don't have time to sit down and tune.
Yeah.
So it's best to have a couple extras there so you can just switch over and off you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Apparently, the Telecasters are the featured guitars in that show.
Well, you guys look really great on stage. There's a lot of, it's a really great look. So, do you have any gigs coming up that you can talk about?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I just booked a date for July the 12th in Kitchener, and I believe it's the King Street Festival. I haven't gotten the contract yet, but I believe that's what was talked about. And it's going to be us and a Beatles act, which I think is very cool.
That is
the cartoon of Beatles and Stones, the old guys sitting and looking at each other, scowling Beatles or Stones. So we're going to do it live.
Excellent. So tell me about this song, Don't Treat Me Like a Sucker. When did you write this? This
is an odd one because this was in the vaults for literally decades. Song that I just put in the can because it just, I liked it, and then I sort of put it in the can, forgot about it. It came about when I was doing a gig at Grossman's with a fellow named Gerald McAdam.
Okay.
And we just started jamming on that opening lick, which, by the way, was a lick that we heard off ZZ Top album, Rio Grande Mud. And we just started jamming it, and then we came up with Don't Treat Me Like a Sucker.
Why did you write
Sort of went from there. And, then a storyline. I wrote the storyline years later, then filed it again. And when I got together with Glenn with the Rolling Stones thing, which I never thought I'd ever do, I realized that this is perfect for the Rolling Stones show. Perfect for Glenn.
Okay. Do you want to introduce this song?
Ladies and gentlemen, Don't Treat Me Like a Sucker.
Thanks, Mike.
Welcome.
I saw you at the club the other night.
98.5 CKWR, that is the Beggar's Banquet. And Don't Treat Me Like a Sucker, featuring Mike McDonald on electric guitars and backing vocals, and Glenn Pelletier on lead vocals as Mick Jagger. And Don't Treat Me Like a Sucker is going to be released worldwide on streaming platforms tomorrow. So exciting. And Mike has a message for everybody. He says, hello. Hi, Kitchener. How is everybody? And he hopes to be back soon. And for more information about the Beggar's Banquet, they're on Facebook. And you can also find them. They have a website, too, thebeggarsbanquet.ca. That is today's very special edition of Top Track. Top Track is brought to you by the museum. And right now, the museum is hosting this.
Visit iPool, the museum's new immersive digital gallery at 10 King Street West in downtown Kitchener.